I'm going to do another comic book review, and this one is a special comic book review because I am reviewing my all-time favourite superhero of all time, Captain America. And that's him there. This is a good drawing of him. I think it's by Stanley Lee. It's good because it's not like the artist in that Avengers comic who drew the wrong flag. This is right. Yeah, I think the whole comic's written by Stanley Lee. There's a story there if you want to read that. What happens is Captain America's gone to the airport and there is a plane there. He's gone to meet his friend Chris Hemsworth from Thor, and there's Chris Hemsworth there, and it's a real good drawing of him, unlike that other comic, because it looks like him. In fact, what you could do if you like really fancy Chris Hemsworth, or if like you've got a crush on him like I do, you could just like tear the whole page out like this, like that, and you could just like put it up on your wall so you can have like a picture of Chris Hemsworth by the master Stanley Lee, as drawn by Stanley Lee, like that. What's happened is, right, Captain America's gone to meet his friend Chris Hemsworth, because there's a baddie he wants him to fight. Where is the baddie? Where is he? There's fucking adverts on every page. Right, I think it's this next one. Right there. That is the baddie there. He controls the weather, and his name is Storm. He's from the Excellent Men. And for Chris Hemsworth is going to fight him, and he starts like lecturing him, or like, "The weather is my mistress, fool, and your lustful hands upon her are the insensate gropings of a rapist. Crash!" So yeah, it's not just like a little boy having fun messing about with the weather, like making it rain on people he doesn't like. No, he's a rapist, so he's a baddie. And right, Chris Hemsworth, he keeps prattling on, because that's, as we saw in that other comic, that's something he does all the time. So he's like, "I still feel you unto wit. I yet taste your vile presence in the charged air. Your will, like a cancer, still grows within my lover's breast. Her winds are forced from her by a panda." But we don't actually see the panda anywhere in the comic, which is annoying, because that would have been good. "The storm that is rising in my lady's body, writhing in agony, the rains which are driven from her are tears, as she cries, 'Enough!' and she shall be heard." So Chris Hemsworth's like smacking a rapist about. And here we've just got this news story. Apparently it's bloody London. Murder and mayhem continue to shake the city. I hope they're okay. I don't know why you would advertise terrorist attacks. Well, I suppose it's handy if you want to avoid them. And yeah, Storm from the Excellent Men, he's a rapist and nasty, so he's like, "Bayek, a rapist I may be, Thor, but I still hold your darling in me arms, and you will have to drag me lifeless from the warmth of her reluctant embrace." So he's basically saying, yeah, I'm a rapist, so what are you going to do about it? I'll tell you what. Then the rapist starts beating up Chris Hemsworth. And then this thing with loads of heads shows up, but it's not explained what that is or why. So Captain America just twats him in the head with his shield. And that is pretty much the end of the story. They beat up a rapist. We end with this nice moral here. Tobacco is wacko if you're a teen. So, in general, I think this comic is rubbish. And I'll tell you why. It's called Captain America and he's hardly in it. It's more of a Chris Hemsworth story. I mean, even if you look at the logo there, Captain America, it's not the logo, it's just his name in cursive. So this comic was rubbish, but it had a good picture of Chris Hemsworth if you fancy him. And they beat up a rapist, so that is good. But altogether, I don't rate it very highly. I will give it 7 thumbs up.